There was something that the Holy Spirit taught me this morning as I was studying the Bible, and I hope that when you read this, it's gonna bless you also, and also for believers out there, people in ministry, people who own churches. I believe that this will help you. Okay, I'm going to read Mark chapter 6, and I'm going to start to read from verse 27. So it says, so he immediately sent an executor. This is King Herod um, when he decided that they were going to kill John the Baptist. Okay, although it wasn't originally his plan, it was the woman he married sending, asking his daughter to tell Herod that she wanted John's head on a tray. Okay, so he immediately sent an executioner to the prison to cut off John's head and bring it to him. The soldier beheaded John in the prison, brought his head on a tray, and gave it to the girl, who took it to her mother. But this part was the part that got me. Pay attention. He said, when John's disciples heard what had happened, they came to get his body and bury it in a tomb. As I'm studying this part now, it's like God just dropped another download. He told me they did the same thing. Another disciple of Jesus did the same thing when Jesus died. He requested for the body of Jesus so that he can bury Jesus. So this thing was exactly what John's disciples did. And this got to remind me of somebody. There was a lady, I saw a video because there's sometimes I will see something, I don't even know why I saw what I saw. A lady was complaining. She said that, oh, her mom was in a church. She served in this particular church, even her mom was well doing, like when the mom had money, the mom supported the ministry, did a lot of things. But immediately the mom became sick. It looks like the church, like abandoned her mom, even to the time when her mom's, the mom later died, and they did burial for the mom, and nobody from the church even came to for the burial. And God was just giving me a download that if someone is in a community, that is in a church, when one of you goes or dies, all of you should bury your own. You should be able to bury your own. If the family are wealthy, that's fine. Your church don't need to do anything. You can just send few delegates to represent the church, or maybe the department, the department that the person belongs to, or something. That is why it's always good to be in something so that people will know you. You understand? Belong to somewhere, that so that you can be seen, you can be known. So on that note, if anything happens to you, the church will be able to, come for probably your burial, represent where you used to be or where you serve. They will represent you there. There are something I know. Those days are what I used to watch a lot of Nigerian movies. And one of the things I notice about the people that is in cult, that belong to secret cult, is that when one of their core members dies, you will see them come there for the burial. They represent their core member. Sometimes they even dress in their horrific attire, to represent their member, one of them that died. In the same way, we should be able to do the same. I know some churches are doing it, but we should do it more, because I've also heard some cases where in some churches, like in Catholic Church, I've heard cases like that where a lot of people has complained, whereby if somebody dies, or maybe the person is owing some change, or the person was not able to pay for some fees that they are owing, the church will be like, we are not coming to do your burial, your father's burial or your family member's burial. We are not coming to the person's burial because they were not able to pay this thing off. They are not able to pay that thing off. But the person was a member of that church. So this is another way where we show love. And I want to say something because it just came to me right now. To be able to support a family and bury them as a Christian or a community or a church is because the church has money in their account. How is church able to support families or outsiders? Is from people, giving their tithe and offering or giving as God leads you to give. So the more you give, is the more the church is able, if those church understand what money is meant for, that money is not meant for them to live lavishly. They will understand that the money is, number one, for the upkeep of the person doing the work of God, and also for the upkeep of the people in the church, those who do not have enough for themselves. There are widows in that church. There are people who are going through one thing or the other. Sometimes people lose their houses. Sometimes people lose things and they need something to sustain them. So from that place, the church should be able to support their members that is going through one or two things in that church. Just like what I mentioned right now, like, okay, if one person dies or one of your member dies, the church should be able to go and pay their condolence visit or something. Or maybe if that family does not have a way of burying their family, maybe, because I've seen things where the person belonged somewhere, they belonged to a church or something. When they die, nobody came. No, it's like as if they were just deserted. It's like they are living a deserted life. Nobody came to support them, nothing. But if that person was in a church, when you hear that somebody died or one of these people or one of your member died, what you do is that you find out, are they able to do the burial? If they cannot do the burial, then that is where the church comes in to support. It's not a lavishly burial just for the person for you guys to do a normal burial and pray for the person to go well. So this was what I was studying the Bible, and this was the understanding I got. His believers, his disciples were the one that came to carry John's body, and they did the same thing for Jesus. Yes, they requested for Jesus' body. Why is it that churches right now, when somebody dies, that's their own business. Oh, they are gone. Okay, now church continues. It mustn't always be like that. Find out the family capability and know where the church needs to help. I pray that churches going forward will do the right thing. It's not about taking the money, the tithe and offering, and what the people are bringing is not for you to go and buy private jet that is not needed. You're not traveling all the time every month. You're not always traveling. Use that money to what? To equip your members. Use that money to help touch lives. I was teaching something one time like that. I was saying something that, yes, the people in the world, if somebody wants to go into being a governor or being a president, sometimes the people sponsor them. Sometimes even people that belongs to evil cult, they pick out one person and be like, you will go and represent us. They will sponsor you. And when they sponsor you, if the devil sponsors you, you need to dance to the bidding of the devil. Whatever he tells you to do while you're on that seat is what you would do. On that way, that's what we, the church, need to start doing. We need to get to a place where we know even the church needs to support their own to get to a higher positions. The reason why people are making evil laws right now is because there are not people that have the heart and the mind of God to know that we need our people in there. Yes, voting for them is good, but sometimes they need financial support to be there. And churches with so much money we have, it's not about paying money for programs. We also need to impact life. Put people we know we can trust. Put people that God is leading us to pick so that they can be on the place. Then the church needs to bring out money to support this candidate to go there. While the person is going, they know that number one, God is sending you there and you have to do God's will. You have to do what God is telling you to do. So money, collecting money from church is not for us to only look good, but to impact life, to do God's will, so that we have to dominate here on earth, just as the heaven is. We need to do God's will here on earth. Imagine Muslim community or Satanist community or other community that don't know God. They will not have position. They'll enter. What kind of decision or will? What kind of thing do you think they're going to be executing there? They will be executing things that will favor them. If a Muslim person genuinely want to be on seat to lead you as a president, it's definitely going to create Sharia law. There is nothing you can do about it. So the same way, we need sound people in God to know what money is meant for and use it for what it's meant for. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed in God.